news.
What the heck did we get here, Gary? Well, you can see through the package. It's the Hyperbass FC. Let's get the knife out. Ouch! Got myself again. Some pop bubbles for you to play with later. So we have here the Hyperbass FC. It's obviously designed to look kind of like a Japanese Nintendo. And it's very similar. What was that other one we had, Gary? Super Console X? Very similar setup. These PlayStation controllers. Rattly as all get out. I'm assuming that's because there's a USB dongle in there. Whoa, where'd I put them batteries? Shoot. Well, we'll figure it out. What else we got? Ooh. Time out. Where the heck did these come from? We'll get to the actual game later, but... a Mario sticker? Super Nintendo controller sticker? Minecraft Dungeons? Bowser? Toad. I wonder if that comes standard if someone at this store just really likes us. They send us these cool stickers. Quick! We have our Hyperbass FC. Boy, that feels like it's from the 80s. We got LAN, HDMI out, power, SD card in the back. This is where the... Can you get in there, Gary? That's where the hard drive goes. It just flops open. Got an ejector that doesn't work. And these buttons, I don't know what they do. We got two USBs in the front. We got power cord, remote, HDMI cable, 2 hard drives. Well, you know what? They might just like us, Gary. They sent us 2 hard drives. Pretty slick. And then I guess, what, that just clicks in? Cool. Now, I think what they could have done is had game stickers. I wonder if that's what these are for. Which is neat, but like that. But it'd be cool if, wait a minute, Gary. It'd be cool if there was like actual game, like actual cartridge stickers that would go on there. Maybe I can find some on Etsy. Gary, give me a minute to get all this sorted out and plugged into the TV, and we'll see how she plays. What do we got? Amstrad, Arcade, MAME, Atari. Be interested to see N64 performance. See DS performance. 3DO, wow. See how Dreamcast plays. So we'll see what PSP does. We have no internet. Let's connect to the internet. Well, it crashed when I tried to hook it up to the Wi-Fi. So let's try that again. While it's loading, this controller, it ain't nothing to write home about. Takes 3 AAA batteries. It's obviously modeled after a DualShock, and everything feels fine. Buttons are fine. I mean, it's not the greatest controller in the world. It's not the worst controller in the world. It works. If I was really gonna go hard on this, I would plug in something like this directly in there. But it's good in a pinch. Alright, let's try to connect to the Wi-Fi again. Okay, that first thing was apparently just a little bit of a hiccup because it came through. Let's check for update. No update available. You can get your bezel project. You can get your themes. Oh, let's... Ooh, there's a preview. That's nice. Let's, Let's try Crystal. I like Crystal. She's a very nice lady. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. That's pretty slick. This is kind of cool. Gives you a little heads up of what you're playing. Some of these systems, you know, like, I don't know. I didn't know what the VIC-20 was. It's the first computer of any description to sell 1 million units. Alright, what normally runs like garbage? I mean, there's a ton of N64 games on here, which is pretty cool. Some Japanese ones, some Western releases. Ah, no! There are multiple Choro Qs on here. Focus Zoo F-Zero X. Comes with bezels, I like that. Right off the bat, this looks like it's 320, which I guess is native resolution. Wonder if we can upscale a little bit. Let's restart this sucker. Uh-oh. Well, I don't think it likes running at 640. Let's try that again. It might just want to live at 320. And that's fine. Booyaka shaka, Gary! So as evidenced by the fact that I just sat there and quietly played F-Zero, it runs really well, and I had myself a little bit of a fun time. I mean, you could probably get in there and really fiddle fart with the emulator and the settings and maybe try to see what it'll do at 640, but that's good enough for me, honestly. Let's back out of here. What other N64 games you want to try, Gaz? Well, let's play Mike Piazza's Strike Zone. What a dangerously unstable looking individual. What a dinger. Seems unlikely. You know what? I think he might be on steroids. You know, the fans are loving it. This guy's on some sort of weird black market super steroid, and he's just, you know, knocking dingers 815 feet. I think N64 runs okay. Let's do DS while we're here. Let's try Advance Wars. I don't know. Alright, now the question is, what buttons do I press? Alright, well, select start to turn it off. Well, quiet you. Let's see what the manual has to say. Well, this... Children should be used under the supervision of adults. Don't take this product placed in extremely hot and humid place. Put it in a dry place. If you have any other questions, contact the vendor. Well, hell, Gary, get her on the phone. I don't know what buttons to press. Hey. Okay. What did I do? How did I do that? Okay. I think I figured out how to do it. Okay. Note to self. That. And it doesn't look too great blown up. I mean, it plays silky smooth, but it doesn't look too great blown up. So maybe you can we'll do horizontal. Now to me that looks a lot sharper. Well, I mean, DS runs fine. You can do screen side by side. You can do single screen. You can swap around. The shortcut to get into the DS menu is kind of weird. Knock it that way. What else did we want to play, Gary? Let's try Resident Evil 3. Gary, you can leave if you want. This is a spooky one. Oh god, tank controls. What button do I use to shoot? Oh, thank God for that.
The monsters have overtaken the city. Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
This ain't very smooth. We're just a little bit under 30. Ah! Whee! I died. Alright. Dreamcast is not great. Not great at all. Let's try a little bit of PlayStation, and I think we can probably put this one to bed. Well, when I need to test a PlayStation game, Gary, you know I like to go to Exciting Bass 3. PlayStation should run rock solid on here. It's not going to be upscaled or anything, but... Oh! Almost had him. Set to hook. There you go. Largemouth bass. What am I doing with my life? Now let's try Crazy Taxi. Alright, well, PSP kind of runs like garbage. That's a bummer. Oh well. Let's do our final thoughts. The Hyperbase FC, it's visually interesting. You know, it's definitely got a very retro look to it. And I kind of like it now that I have it in my hands. I wasn't crazy about the look of it. My wife said she didn't like the look of it at all. It's just, it's visually interesting. This doesn't do anything. It's supposed to be the eject. But what is cool is this has a safe shutdown script, and it saves your metadata and EmuELEC, and you're ready to go, which is kind of cool because, you know, a lot of these, I turned the power off and corrupted all of my metadatas. But no, you have your button here to turn it off. 2 USBs in the front for your controllers. And this controller that came with it, it's perfectly fine. I wouldn't, say it's my controller of the year, but it works. It's just very interesting. And I think one of the coolest things about this is that this is just a hard drive. They just give you a 500 gigabyte hard drive to plug in. I don't know, should I take it apart? Oh, hell, Gary, let's just take this apart now that we're here. There we go. Don't cover that hole. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's just an okay hard drive. It's interesting. Click, click, pop, pop, break everything you own. Torque this guy down. So, I mean, if this was your favorite thing of all time, you could, I don't know, hell, you might be able to swap that out for, any variety of hard drive you might fit in there. That's pretty slick. But it's kind of neat. It's what, Gary, what's the price? Can you put that on the screen? It's what, like 86? That's at the upper bounds of the price point, I guess, that I would be willing to pay for this. Maybe bump that down closer to 70. Now you're cooking with gas. Yeah, the price point, you're kind of at the boundary of, this might be a little bit too expensive for what I'm looking for. But, same as I did with that other unit I reviewed, the Super Console X, Pis, right now they're expensive. They're hard to get and they're expensive. And I mean, it's conceivable to me that you would probably dump maybe $100 into making a nice Raspberry Pi 4. And this, is equivalent. Comes with 2 controllers, comes with all your cords, and it comes with this hard drive. And I can't stress this enough. This is a unique thing I've never seen in a system like this. And it looks kind of cool. I really would have liked the sticker on there, I don't know, Gary, I'm a child in my mind. That's what the doctor says. But I would have liked just the graphic on there. Look at that. That fits perfect. I don't know. Yeah. This is my retro handhelds branded disc. How you like that? N64 is fine. PlayStation's fine. DS is fine. You start to really... Dreamcast runs kind of clunky. PSP runs kind of clunky. But that's just out the box. I mean, I could probably get in there and... Heck, I might even be able to flash a different operating system on there if I really wanted to go nuts. It's probably squeeze a little bit more power out of here, but as an entry level, buy this for someone. Say, hey, plug it in your TV, and you can play all your Super Nintendo games. It's still kind of a cool idea. And if you really have a nostalgia for the Japanese Nintendo, the Famicom, that look is it's visually interesting. I would have liked to see maybe the LED in here. Whoa, Hyperbase FC. I don't know. It's just neat. And it feels like 1980s clunky, but sturdy, but clunky. You know what I mean? There's a vent here. I don't think it's actually venting anything. Kind of a neat little novelty piece. I don't know that I would specifically seek this out on my own and say, I must have this for my collection. I'm kind of enmeshed in the retro handhelds, and I like playing on the go or playing in bed. But this is... especially with these wireless controllers, I mean, I could plug this in the TV upstairs and, play my video games on the bedroom TV from the bed. Just click, 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 click. And my wife would say, turn the light off. I'm trying to sleep. For God's sake, I need my rest. And I'll say, hey, babe, relax. Let's play Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. And she'll say, ooh, is that the one where it's Big Apple 3 a.m.? And I'll say, you betcha. I'm rambling, Gary. You're supposed to stop me. You're supposed to say, Zoo, take your medicine. Anyway, it's your old buddy Zoo, your favorite YouTuber Zoo, your one and only friend, the only true blue friend you have, the only one that's going to tell you the truth. Everyone else is lying to you except Zoo, your friend Zoo. Precious Zoo. Anyway, it's Zoo here saying, see you later. And we'll keep reviewing weird stuff from China if you let us. So, okay, you have a very nice day now. Goodbye.